Hi, Wani here. I just want to talk a little bit about child and parent estrangement. And usually, it's like teens can't get along with their parent, and so they run away and act a fool and this and that. What if your children are in their 50s and they decide they don't want anything else to do with you? Okay, I understand mothers and fathers. I did a little research on this. I didn't see men really talking about this kind of thing, but mostly women. Let me just say this. Um, After I had a stroke, well, one before I had the stroke, decided that he didn't want to speak to me because I didn't want to come and live with him in another state because I was single at the time. I had been divorced. And I want to live on my own. I've raised children. I've had children for 50 years. In some capacity, I'm tired. I want to be by myself and live, which is supposed to be my golden years. They haven't been so golden, but I am happy because I choose to be happy. Every day is not hunky dory, oh, just lovely, lovely flowers and tulips. Every day is not, but I choose to be happy. Anyway, that one decides they didn't want to speak to me because they couldn't control me, control their life. That was 2 years ago. Lo and behold, this past October, it happened again. Another one in their 50s. This is about to be March in a few days. They haven't spoken to me since the first week in October because they can't control my life. So, this is mind blowing to me at first. I'm not going to say I wasn't hurt because I was. I was a hands on parent. My children were driven to school every morning, picked up every evening. This was even when they were in high school. I was there 24/7. I only left my kids one time in their life for a weekend. Um, to go to someone's family reunion. Other than that, if you saw me, you saw my children. So much so that people started calling me and my children. I was honey and they were the honey bunch. At that time, it was just the four of my older children because I have two sets of kids. Um, they were never without me, never without a home cooked meal, uh, trips to Disney World. If you ask them now, they don't even want to say the word Disney World. They've been there so many different times. The Wisconsin Dells, just we did everything. Chuck E. Cheese, I should have stock. Just everything we did together. Museums, just everything. But now, two of my older ones, I had four the first time, and then I have four younger ones. But of the four older ones, two of them have decided they don't want to have nothing to do with me. So what am I going to do? Sit up and cry about it? They still going on with their lives. I didn't do anything wrong. People always call me the perfect mother. They didn't get no spankings, none of that kind of thing. Oh no, I didn't have a lot, but they always looked very nice. You know, like I said, I took them everywhere. One of my kids even ended up on the cover of a magazine one time because she had this little fur coat, and the person in charge of the magazine thought she looked so cute and asked could they put her on the cover of the magazine. So I have a baby that's in her 50s now. She was on the cover of a magazine. I was there for them. I taught them. They were straight A students. The schools loved them. You know. But look now. So what I want to say to moms and dads, especially if you're in your 50s and 60s and 70s and your kids don't want to be bothered with you. Hallelujah. Gives you more time for yourself. Because actually, what happens if you're a real mother, I'm not talking about infant mother and toddler mother. If you've been in the trenches, I raised 8 teenagers, 6 of them girls. If you were there in the trenches, if they don't want to be bothered with you, child, listen. I spend so much money on children and grandchildren. If you don't want to be bothered, honey, that's more money in my pocket, okay? We travel together like a band of gypsies, just traveling all over, everywhere. We did everything together. And now you don't want to speak to me? Because you can't control me in my old age. You think older people supposed to fold up and shrivel up and be invisible? Not me. No, ma'am. Mm-mm. God gave each one of us one life to live. It's up to you how you live your life. It's up to you what you want to do. My kids are all professionals, just about. Teachers, scientists, business entrepreneurs. They're living their life. So what am I supposed to do? Sit up here and cry and moan because somebody didn't want to talk to me? Oh, baby, I don't like to talk anyway. I always tell my children now that they're grown, you all thought I liked to talk a lot. I didn't. I talked a lot because I had to talk to you guys. I had to teach you. After the teachers got through with you at school, I had to help you with your homework. I had to discipline you, have a nice place, nice homes to live in. I had to talk. Now, I love my peace and quiet. I love it. So if you think you're punishing me by not talking to me, punished? Oh my God. I'm loving it. After leaving my relationship of so many years, a lifetime, no kids in the house with me, and I have grandkids. I see them outside of my home. Sometimes we would go on trips together and all that before I had a stroke. I've had a very fulfilling life. I have no tears. Oh no. If I was going to drop a tear, it would be because of the pain I had during COVID and before, because I have other medical issues, but it didn't stop me. I kept going. The stroke didn't stop me. The only thing is that I couldn't go by myself when I wanted to go somewhere. One of my kids came to take me because they told me if they called me out by myself on public transportation or something, they were going to have the people in the white coats come do a well-being check, and they were going to have me committed and tell them that she doesn't know what she's doing. She needs to be under care. They would threaten me. They would call me. Even before I had the stroke, after COVID, what I would do is they would threaten me. And my kids, 2 of them, they had homes near me. I could walk a few blocks to each of their homes. And they would say, Mom, if we catch you getting on the train or the bus or anything, we're calling the police. So I got smart. I would call them before I left my home. I would call my kids and make sure they were at work. Then I would leave. Most of them had to be at work at like 9 or 10 in the morning. So then I would leave, and then I would go downtown, do what I want to do, walk around, sit by the lake, and then I would come home. I'd be back home by 1 o'clock because I know they would still be at work. And so they wouldn't know that I was outside the house. But after the last bout of COVID and the stroke, I couldn't go out by myself. So I'm getting used to a new norm. But I'm happy. I am happy. So moms, don't shed another tear if your kids don't want to be bothered with you. Enjoy your freedom. Learn to enjoy it. It takes time. At first, I would still be sitting in the house, and then it would come to me, Why are you sitting up in here? You don't have any kids. All your kids are grown. Some of the grandkids are grown. Why are you sitting up in the house? And let me tell you, I haven't watched a soap opera since my 34-year-old, which is one of my younger kids, since he was 2 years old. No, all my children, no General Hospital, no As the World Turns. No, I'm going to sit up in the house and watch somebody else's life when I can have a life. I've always loved children. I worked in the schools and everything. I volunteered my time doing foster care, everything. So, mothers, please do yourself a favor. Live your life. Don't feel guilty if you've been a good mother. Now, if you haven't been a good mother now, you could try maybe start. It might be too late. But if you've been a good mother, there for your kids through sickness and pain and turmoils and the kids being bullied and everything else, stop feeling sorry for yourself. Enjoy your life, what's left of it. I was very healthy until I had COVID. I could run, I jogged, all that kind of stuff. I don't have that life anymore because I had COVID 3 times and then I had a stroke. You don't know what is going to happen to you. Enjoy your life. Please enjoy your life. Have a great day now. Bye bye.